Hey everybody, just real quick, I wanted to go over this week's lesson and make sure we're all on the same page. I'm going to be asking you to do a couple of new things this week, so I thought it was important to sort of show you what that's going to look like for this week, okay? This week's lesson is on the Black Death, which is actually a plague that happened during the Middle Ages. All right, so it's very appropriate considering everything we're dealing with right now. All right, so after you're done watching this video, your first assignment is a Venn diagram based on a couple of readings, one on the Black Death and then one on COVID-19, which is going on right now. So this is very straightforward. This is stuff you've done before. So you'll see here at the bottom of the assignment, there's a Venn diagram linked for you. It looks like this. It's a Google drawing with text boxes. So you'll be able to type in the information. Please make sure you don't accidentally delete one of those text boxes. The readings themselves are in Actively Learn, right? That is also linked on the assignment, all right? So you'll be able to get to the readings here. Remember, it can read it aloud to you. You can have it look up anything. And it has these two brief readings on these two different diseases for you to fill out your Venn diagram. Okay, so that is going to be step one. Step two, which is optional, there's a couple of videos linked for you about the Black Death. All right, this one, Europe's bubonic plague, just to warn you, it's all fake. It's a documentary, but it does show them burying some of the victims. You can see some of the victims which have like the boils on their skin. So it's a little gross. So if that bothers you, you can always just skip it. The second video is another Monty Python clip, which is of course optional, but hilarious. So I encourage you to watch it. The next thing you'll have to be doing this week is a new thing, which is attending an in-person discussion session with me and Mrs. Winter. All right, these discussion sessions are going to happen on Thursday, and they will happen approximately the same time as your class normally would when we were in school. All right, as far as how to join these video meetings, you're going to have to use Google Meet. All right, so to do that, from the Google menu, however you get to it, all right, you will see that there's an icon here called Meet. When you open that up, it'll take you to this screen where there's a button here for you to join or start a meeting. All right, you guys can't start meetings, you can only join them. So it might say something a little different here for you. But you're going to click on this, it'll bring up this box, and that's where you'll be able to put in the code, which will be linked in your assignment, and it'll be my name followed by some numbers. Once you hit continue, it should take you to the meeting, and then we'll be able to meet as a class to talk about your Venn diagram, as well as some other stuff about the Black Death. Okay, if you are trying to sign in too early and I'm not already there, it'll probably give you an error and ask you to wait. So just make sure you come back at the normal time or the assigned time, and you'll be able to log in. Okay, so that again, that in-person meeting is happening on Thursday, and the code will be here in your assignment. And I anticipate that meeting to take just about 30 minutes. In that meeting, we are going to be going over this slideshow that I've linked here for you. It looks kind of like this. It's got lots of different graphs and maps and charts and things about the Black Death and COVID-19 that we will be taking a look at and talking about together. If you miss the meeting, it just means you'll have to analyze all those graphs and maps independently to be able to do the final assignment. So I encourage you to be there. Plus, I'd like to see your faces. The next part of the assignment, number 5 here, is you must initiate a back and forth conversation with me through Google Hangouts. All right, we have 7 weeks of remote instruction left, and communication is one of the things that I think has been a difficulty for both me and for you at this point. I'm hoping this will help open up communication with us, because I need to be able to communicate more, regularly with you, and some of you aren't reading your emails or getting the messages that I've sent you thus far. So to initiate a Google Hangout conversation, first of all, you have to be in your email, right? Some of you have been checking your email, which is great. Several of you have not checked your email at all, and you are supposed to be looking at this multiple times a day. So to start a Google Hangout, you'll probably see a column like this, and if it's not on this side, it might be over here for you. Everybody's page looks a little different. But to start a Google Hangout, you'll just start this little plus, and that'll bring this list up, and you can search by name. So you can search my name. You'll see I have an icon that's the world All right, so that's how you'll know it'll have my name. That's my other account. But you'll be able to initiate a conversation with me. For some of you, I've already initiated conversations, which is great. I talk to other teachers, Miss Benedict, Miss Winter, right? This is the main way that teachers communicate as well, and it's the best and easiest way for me to communicate with you. Those messages, if I'm not right at my computer, still go to my phone, so I will still be able to answer questions really easily. So some of you I've already had a conversation with. That's great. Let's just have another quick one. For those of you who I have not yet talked to, some of you I've already sent you an invite, like in this case, and you'll see my name already shows up on your list, and it'll say that you've been invited. Otherwise, you'll need to invite me, and then I will accept and we'll start that conversation. All right, but I'd like to talk to every single one of you this week. So any point during the week, please contact me so we can have a conversation. And as far as what we talk about, doesn't matter to me. We could be talking about Monty Python. We could talk about something else you've been up to while you've been home. If you have other questions about anything that you've been learning in social studies, if you want me to try to find my big fat cat and show him to you, I will do whatever you want. All right, but let's have a conversation and touch base. All right, your final assignment for this week is a Google form. It's called the Final Black Death Assignment. Again, it is linked here for you. It looks like this. It's just got a handful of questions for you to answer. Should not take you very long, but you'll have to do that as the very last thing that we do, even after our conversation on Thursday. So everybody should be filling that out on Friday. Okay. If you have any questions about any of the assignments for this week and this video didn't clarify things, send me a message, send me an email, something, communicate. I'd like to hear from you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all this week on Thursday. All right.